Yuck, Leo. I think your existential dread might be contagious.
It's not dread, Kelly. It's frustration. Especially when you go to the grocery store, you know brands, right?
I assume so, Leo. I am familiar with the concept of consumer capitalism.
Oh, a pinch of sarcasm with a dash of wit, Kelly. You're on fire today.
No, seriously, you're standing there paralyzed between cornflakes of brand X and brand Z. Isn't that utter nihilism?
If by nihilism you mean decision paralysis, then yes, sure. You know what they call that where I come from? They call it being a royal pain in the ass.
That's rich coming from you, Nick.
See? Exactly. It's chaos. One minute you have one favorite brand, and then boom, existential crisis with cornflakes. The wheel of time is a devilish circle of choices and cornflakes. Though, I must admit, cornflakes do get stale after a while.
Then get Rice Krispies or something. Stop overcomplicating it, Leo.
Although popcorn would suit this comedy quite well.
Yep, because laughter is the only defense we've left against this endless sea of bad chips and canned soups.
So I took my daughter to piano lesson yesterday, and a couple months ago, she had a substitute teacher that she liked a little bit better than the one that she was taking.
Do you ever feel like people are just watching you,
switched the other teacher,
judging
no
everything
problem,
you do?
Except I kept the same time of day. Bad mistake, Felicia. So yesterday, I walked in, and guess who was there?
Oh,
The old
yeah,
teacher.
every Saturday night
So-
when I'm sitting alone eating pizza and
breath,
deciding which sock puppet
And
has
I
the
did
better
what any normal
personality.
adult woman would do. I grabbed my child and we hid behind a plant. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's not something I'm proud of, but I will admit that I avoided all.
Perhaps they are watching us from another dimension through a portal we cannot perceive.
I'm sorry. She did good color. It's just too far. Don't let her find me. So I took my daughter to piano lesson.
Sure, Manfred. Because sock puppets and interdimensional portals go hand in hand for a Saturday.
Isn't it more plausible they're eavesdropping, not watching? Speculating on our lives?
Well, then I guess we're gonna miss the good old days.
That's it.
I have a headache.
Using unforeseen means for
Maybe because my
communication.
skull
Like
yesterday.
transmitting thoughts into our
Sabu
minds.
locked himself in the bathroom right after his mom got here, and she's been yelling at him through the door for all night. Wait,
We can
I
call
don't
it
hear anything.
foddering.
Oh,
It's
maybe they left.
groundbreaking.
Help me.
They could probably see what we're thinking right
Chloé ne
now.
va pas prendre sa voiture ce soir parce qu'avec son assurance auto-alliance, moins elle roule, moins elle paie. Non, évidemment. Si Chloé ne conduit pas ce soir, c'est parce qu'elle fait de ses points.
All right, man.
Thanks so much for
All
looking
right.
at Courtney.
What am I thinking then?
Marcia, impressive. How on earth did you get a reservation there?
Lucky, I guess.
Probably something about
That's a
avoiding
wonderful suit. Don't tell me, let me guess. Valentino Couture.
Are we all thinking
Looks
about
so
that?
soft.
Or is it
Compliment
just
was
me?
sufficient, Louis.
Hello, Halberstram. Nice tie. How the hell are you?
Alan has mistaken me for this dickhead Marcus Halberstram. It seems logical because
isn't
Marcus
that the
also works
cruelest
at
judgment
PMP
of
and in
all?
fact does the same exact
Not
thing
only
I
are
do.
others watching us,
He also has
but
a
now we're
penchant for
watching
Valentino
ourselves.
suits and other people's glasses. Marcus and I even go to the same barber, although I have a slightly better haircut.
So how's the ransom account going,
A
Marcus?
circle judging, B circle
it's all
judging,
right.
C
Really?
situation.
That's interesting. It's not great.
Oh, well, you know.
So how's Cecilia? She's a great girl.
Oh, yeah. I'm very lucky.
Well, if we're all watching each other,
Congratulations
does
on the
anyone
Fisher.
really get away
Thank
with
you,
anything?
Baxter. Listen, Paul, squash. Call me.
What, Friday?
No can do. I got an 8:30 res at
Me,
Dorsia.
obviously.
Great.
I always do.
Ceviche.
Doors, yeah. Friday night. How do you swing that? I think he's lying. Is that a gram?
New card. What do you think?
Oh, very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called
Imagine,
Cillian
guys.
Rail.
It's very cool,
What
baby.
if I were a
but that's
movie
not-
star? Shining on the red carpet.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice.
Kelly,
That
you
is
glimmering
really
like a
super.
supernova?
Like you get so tasteful.
That might upset the
I
cosmic
can't
balance.
believe that Bryce prefers Van Patten's card to mine.
But wait, you ain't seen nothing.
Our existence is but a blink in the universal timeline. It's bold to assume such significance.
Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's card.
There you go, Manfred. Finding cosmic conclusions in, well, basically anything.
Look at that subtle off-white coloring. The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my God. It even has a watermark.
Speaking of assumptions, did you know that some people think they can tell how you're feeling just by looking at you?
You're sweating.
Et t'en as pris pour combien? Franchement, tu crois pas qu'on devrait essayer de faire un tout petit peu attention? Ok.
Seems like I'm feeling ready for another cup of coffee.
But really, what if we're all transparent? As if everyone can see and judge each and every action or thought of us.
Patrick, it's so elegant. What a wonderful view.
Jean? Sorbet?
Thanks, Patrick. I'd love some.
Doesn't it just send shivers through your spine?
Do you want a bite?
Or excites
I'm
the
on a
neurons,
diet.
dare I say?
Thank you.
No need to lose any
Transparency
weight.
could be the
You're
portal
kidding,
to
right?
universal understanding.
You look great. Very fit.
You can always be thinner. Look better.
Well, maybe we shouldn't go out to...
I think I'll stick with coffee as my main source of excitement. Manfred. Thanks anyway.
Harvey didn't never made it home.
Of course not.
What have you done with him?
Me?
Oh, I see.
I was
Leo, always stuck in his earthly ways.
Who did you leave him with? Your people? Assuming, of course, that they are still your people and not Maroney's.
But consider this. What if thoughts are but holograms of the mind?
To know just how alone you really are.
Then I guess now we're all watching Kelly's premiere on the red carpet.
Feel responsible for Harvey Dent's current predicament.
Where is he?
What's the time?
What difference does that make?
Well, depending on the time.
A grand
he may be at
spectacle
one spot
indeed.
or seven.
Life is not but an omnipresent audience.
If we're gonna play games.
Cheers to that.
Cup of coffee.
Let's not disappoint our spectators.
Good cop,
shall we?
bad cop routine.
Here's to more coffee.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. He can't feel the next. See?
You wanted me. Here I am.
I wanted to see what you'd do. And you didn't disappoint. You let 5 people die. Then you let Dent take your place. Even to a guy like me, that's cold.
Where's Dent?
Those mob fools want you gone so they can get back to the way things were. But I know the truth. There's no going back. You've changed things. Forever.
And why do you want to kill me?
I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No, you. You complete me.
You're garbage. You kills for money.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. Then you're just a freak. Like me. I need you right now. When I don't, they'll catch you out. Like a leper. See, their morals, their code. It's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Where's Dent?
I have all these rules.
Dear
I think
Internet.
they'll save you.
Within the cosmic potentialities of our illusory city, we wander through non-Euclidean avenues and kaleidoscopic sunsets.
That's the rule you have to
Obsessed with the overlooked, I meditate on the existence
The only
of
sensible way to live in this
parties.
world is without rules.
They hold an existential riddle, how they embrace the icy void yet offer comfort when heated, materializing into lattes, cappuccinos, macchiatos. In this love affair with reality's quirks, my friends and I spin around our own axis. Nick Sterling's charm functions as an escape mechanism that's always spinning around. Kelly Coffee is a trembling hourglass spilling grains of insecurity silhouetted against Los Angeles' skyline. I am a jester dancing upon layers of scripts, etching laughter upon audiences unseen. As though emerging from cosmic depths. Of being so friendly, causing the thought lost in translation from our earthbound existence.
Or is rushing right to be?
Incohesion becomes our symphony. Every twirl and tremor note in this strange composition leaves me in touch.
Nothing to threaten.
Neo Warriors.
Nothing to do with all your strength.
Don't worry. I'm gonna tell you where they are.
Both of them. And that's the point. You'll have to
Et quoi?
choose. He's at
Quoi la
252nd
météo?
Street, and she's on Avenue X. That's just who.
Which one you going after? Rachel.
Chilled milk carton, isn't it? Like the warmth seeping into your hand.
I have a headache. Maybe because my skull hit the floor yesterday. Sabu locked himself in the bathroom right after his mom got here, and she's been yelling at him through the door for, all night. Wait,
Reminds me of my
I don't hear anything. Oh, maybe they left.
Sometimes I wonder if you're from another planet altogether.
Help me.
Aren't we all, Nick? Just floating in this cosmic stew.
So Clara dropped her kids off at the curb?
It was a loading zone and she couldn't wait. It's cool. I rounded them up.
Speaking of stew, have you ever considered replacing milk with melted cheese in your coffee? Got the idea last Tuesday from a raccoon dumpster diving.
Tonight you're gonna break your one rule. I'm considering it. No, there's only minutes left. You're gonna have to play my little game if you want to save one of them. You know, for a while there, I thought you really were dead.
Only you,
The way you
Manfred.
threw yourself after her.
Only you would take voluntary rest in a scavenger.
Look at you go!
But then
Does
again,
Harvey know about
that's
you?
why I find your perspective interesting.
Where are they? Killing is making a choice. Where are they? Choose between one life or the other. Your friend, the district attorney, or his blushing bride to be.
Despite all chaos, there's a rhythm to it. Chaos is
You have nothing. Nothing to threaten me with. Nothing to do with all your strength.
Don't worry. I'm gonna tell you where they are.
Both of them. And that's the point. You'll have to choose. He's at 252nd Street, and she's on Avenue X. That's just who.
Which one you going after? Rachel.
I've got a feeling it might be. Maybe they'll lead us to enlightenment. Or simply a dumpster full of more ideas. Vitamin-enriched trash, anyone? Vitamin-enriched trash, anyone?
Okay, Manfred, you were saying about your latest obsession? Is it still microwaving milk, or is it something new?
Oh, no, Leo. It's about the order of chaos and chaos of order.
Manfred, you do know that's just fancy talk for nothing, right?
Kelly, don't you see? He's reached a level of enlightenment we can't comprehend.
Or it's complete nonsense. Remember when he claimed to communicate with raccoons?
Kelly, in their language, your sarcasm would be considered gauche.
Gauche? Well, Manfred, it should go nicely with your gourmet dumpster dive diet then.
Come on, Nick. Don't belittle his bizarre dietary habits. They're inspirational.
Inspirational how? They make you want to eat trash.
That's not fair, Nick. You are taking my words out of context. I was suggesting that there is a certain beauty in. Finding value where others see waste. That's all.
Yes, like melting cheese and calling it milk. Now tell me that isn't pure genius.
Genius or insanity? Sometimes they're too close for comfort. Especially when we're talking about Manfred here.
Remember, friends. One person's craziness is another person's reality.
You ever think about how raccoons feel about garbage? To them, it's like a treasure chest.
And by that logic, I have to presume our conversations are golden nuggets to them. Huh?
Frantically searching through his pockets. Damn it. I think I left my phone at Manfred's. Now I'll never get it back.
Oh, Kelly. Material things matter so little. Did you know some tribes communicate solely through thought waves?
Gritting his teeth. Wonder how they feel about intrusive thoughts, real-time wise.
I still maintain the universe doesn't wait around assessing our thoughts for likes and dislikes. It just drops us in the middle of chaos and watches us flail.
This one is broken? Okay, child, I'm not doing it. This one is broken. The middle one.
That's exactly it, Leo. Raccoons and humans lost in the wild maze of existence. Us, trying to find our phones while raccoons gorge on discarded tuna cans.
Yeah, they do. Like completely off here.
When raccoons find tuna cans, they've hit the jackpot. Similar to when humans discover the power of their own minds. Just takes time.
Looking confused, to microwave milk. That kind of wisdom.
Believe it or not, Nick, in the grand scale of things, yeah.
Triumphantly, indeed, Leo, indeed. It is all about knowing what one wants from chaos.
Still searching his pockets. What if the chaos wants my phone?
Laughing quietly, failure's always an option for those who don't believe.
You ever get the feeling that you used to be an astronaut, like in some past life?
Astronaut, huh? I've sometimes thought maybe I was a Roman senator, enjoying olives and laurel crowns.
Do you guys ever think that we're just, characters in someone else's sitcom?
More like radio drama. No visual cues.
If I was a different person, would I have a different conscience? Would my intrusive thoughts be nicer?
Intriguing. Perhaps they'd have a British accent. Or maybe they would say odd things, French poetry, or pickle recipes.
We're all just sentient cucumbers floating in a brine called existence. And whoever we were previously is heavily salted by now.
Well, look at it this way. Whoever we were before, it could have been much worse.
Worse? Like how can anything be worse than this dread gnawing at me every day?
Oh, come on, Kelly. Throw him a fish and dread turns into joy.
Fish. That jogs something on edge of memory. Did I used to know a place for the best sushi?
Isn't life funny? Just a moment ago, we were debating the existential crisis of being sentient cucumbers. Now we're on to considering if we've been radio drama stars in some bygone era.
Oh, absolutely. I've always thought I'd have immense flair for the dramatics. Just imagine me, Kelly Coffey, headline act at Radio City.
You mean like playing characters that throw fish?
Hold on, Nick. That's not exactly.
Hark! The voice of the sea speaks to my soul, as Whitman might say.
Wait. Whitman? Never heard of him. Is he the one with fish poems?
No, Nick. Whitman was an American poet who delved into deep metaphysical wonders and human emotions, not some undersea daft punk.
Yes, Nick.
So I took my daughter to piano lesson yesterday, and a couple months ago, she had a substitute teacher that she liked a little bit better than the one that she was taking with before. So it's a music school. I just switched to the other teacher, no problem. Except I kept the same time and day. Bad mistake, Felicia. So yesterday, I walked in, and guess who was there? The old teacher. So I took a deep breath, and I did what any normal adult woman would do.
No, Manfred wasn't. Right, let's get back on track here.
Yes, this is getting out of hand. We're going around in circles, and half the time, it feels like we're speaking different languages altogether.
But we'd still be good in a sitcom, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'd steal every scene with my high-pitched screams.
And let's not forget, like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Poetic Manfred. You always have a way with words.
You ever feel like you're a cucumber? Just, existing and being completely misunderstood.
A cucumber. Kelly, what have you been smoking? Last week it was being a sandwich artist, now it's a cucumber. I swear, you're the Picasso of self-doubt.
Just trying to express how I feel, Nick.
An existential cucumber. Now that's new.
Right? And here I thought that scarecrow infatuation was weird.
Hey, be kind. He's just exploring his feelings. Isn't that right, Kelly? The more unique, the better I say.
Laugh all you want. One day, you might wake up and realize you're a potato yourself.
Well, at least potatoes are versatile. Mash M, bake M.
Or stick them in a stew.
Not helping, Leo.
Oh, come on, Kelly. Don't always be so skeptical.
Speaking of food, Leo, any more bright ideas about our radio show?
Of course. Nick, you could play an obnoxious zucchini, antagonistic, and cocky.
And Kelly can stick to his cucumber roll.
Dear Internet, have you ever observed cream as it circles languorously in your coffee, seeking union with the ebony vortex? It spirals in celestial swirls, looping, repeating endlessly. It's hypnotic. Its dance parallels our lives, doesn't it? We secretly blend into existence absurdly, often forgetting it's just a hot beverage, a mundane routine. That's the art of reality, isn't it? Ever noticed how mornings sing an ominous tune? Don't you feel a sense of foreboding forecasting another day of familiar chaos? Time predictably tiptoes by, but waits for no man. Anticipatory dread and rhythmic tranquility vie for control under the dim, uncertain glow of dawn. Such is the cacophony of living. Reflections inconvenience us. Each mirror gaze offers multi-layered caricatures of who we are or wish we were, yet none ever capture the true essence of being. Will we ever recognize the stranger staring back? This is what I ponder as I wait for my toast to pop. Forever yours, Leo Borges.
Listen, Leo. Do you ever have the sensation that time isn't linear? Like your past and future selves are doing a jitterbug in the ether?
Manfred, I don't do the jitterbug, let alone in hypothetical ethers.
I often feel like that after 3 cups of coffee. It's quite liberating to disconnect from the constraints of real time.
So, Kelly, if time isn't linear, why are you staring at the clock?
Leo, there's no need for antagonism here.
I'm not being antagonistic. Just questionistic. Is that a word? Questionistic?
I think it's quixotic. Yeah.
Linear or not, time does seem to keep charging forward.
Nick, there's no need for realism here.
Kelly,
I kicked his ass.
Cubic.
Kick you
Time is
more.
just an
Wait,
imprecise
listen.
interpretive dance.
Do you smell that?
Bling, sis?
Sure.
Dance?
Your poor
Speaking
head.
of dances,
I'm like a mama cougar with her cubs. Mess with my baby, I rip out your spleen.
Yeah, that's creepy.
No.
You can imagine how
We're
upset I was
absolutely not going to
yesterday.
talk about your salsa
I went to give
classes now,
Sijin his
Nick.
bath. He was gone. No note. He didn't answer his cell phone. It was like having a hysterectomy all over again.
Right. You went to give him his bath?
More quality
they're
time
kind
with
of
my
life-changing, Leah. You should try it. Even Manfred wants to join me next
So,
week.
you guys, leaving soon?
Yes. I finally convinced him your homely charm isn't worth throwing his life away for. He's packing now. You'd better not stop him.
No, don't worry. Sabu came here by himself. I did not invite him.
Dancing
Sabu,
keeps you from
you
overthinking
renamed
things.
him. How sweet.
Not that I ever
Like
have
the
any
Mooney.
intrusive
No,
thoughts
no,
in the
it's
first
his
place. Though
character
these
name
photos
in the
could
game we
cause
play
temple
together
dysplasia
online.
in rabbits.
Sounds kind of lame when you explain it to real people, but
He'd better still be a virgin.
I'll go say goodbye. Hey, what's going on?
Delicious drama.
Blaze just posted a video on the official forums. It's a PR disaster.
Oh my god. How did he make our characters
So I
naked
stumbled onto
and
this salsa
animated?
class
And
yesterday.
why make me defile
By
everyone?
accident.
It's against my
I'm telling you,
alignment.
it's the best kind of living.
Don't worry, kids. They're just dancing.
There you are. Look what Blades posted.
Oh wow. It's you and me naked. Doing it. Nakeded.
I don't understand.
Sex.
How can you spontaneously turn up at
I
places?
guess it's goodbye.
I plan my days.
Yeah, well,
every second.
Visit.
Carefully and meticulously.
So true. Okay. Logging off.
Tink, weren't you gonna talk some sense into Blades?
I just said that to make the mating end quicker. Oh my fucking god! What is that
Turns out,
smell?
folks, it's not always about planning, right, Leah?
It's the babies!
Diaper change?
No, wait. She never said I had to touch them.
Blade's video is gonna get us permabanned from the game. The Knights of Good Lovin' edition is plaster all over the place.
You know,
Well, maybe
I've
if we
always
PM
been
a
curious
forum
about what
moderator
it
and...
honestly means.
Oh my god!
It's one of those fancy words you can't use.
See, my friends, time isn't linear. No need for meticulous plans or schedules.
Manfred's got a point there. Imagine living outside real time altogether. It could be complete freedom.
Or total chaos.
May I help you, sir?
Like waking up in the middle
How much for
of
order of ribs?
$2.50.
$2.50. How many ribs do I get with that?
About 5.
5.
See, chaos and time are intertwined.
So I guess that's about 50
Much
cents
like
a rib,
black
huh?
licorice and toothpaste on
Yeah,
plastic
about.
alone, they don't combine well.
Let me get one.
Right on. One order ribs.
No. One rib.
One rib.
I sure am hungry.
Make that
Sometimes I
one
feel like everything
rib
around
to
me
go.
is disconnected.
One
like
rib?
these talks we have.
one rib. What else?
You got any soda?
$1.
Oh, come on now. Look out for a brother,
They're
man.
just
Come
intrusive
on.
thoughts
Hey,
echoing
check this
in
out.
the
Why don't you let me
vacuum.
get a sip for 15 cents?
My cups cost more than 15 cents.
All right, fuck the cup. Pour it in my hand for a dime.
But maybe we are here at different times, having isolated, disjointed conversations. Have you considered that?
There are only two tragedies in life. One is not getting what you want.
Oh yeah, that must be it. My tea is talking to me too now. No offense, tea.
You must embrace the absurdity just as I embraced salsa dancing.
Well, Nick, maybe you also need to embrace consequences. Like falling because you can't dance.
It's more about the experience than the end result.
Just like time, Nick.
It seems that you've been living two lives. In one life, you're Thomas A. Anderson, program writer for a respectable software company.
Fine. Let's all be salsa dancing time
Security
travelers.
number, pay your taxes, and you help your landlady carry out her garbage.
Astro Salsa.
The other life is lived in computers, where you go by the hacker alias Neo.
Sometimes I wonder if this is real or just a sitcom.
One of these lives has a future, and one of them does not. Nearly every computer crime we have a law for. One of these lives has a future, and one of them does not.
You ever
I'm
think
going
about
to be
shapes,
as
Kel?
forthcoming as I can be, Mr. Anderson. You're here because we need your help.
Leo,
We know that
are
you've
you
been
okay?
contacted by
You're really out in left field today.
help your landlady carry out her garbage.
No, hear me out. Have you ever seen a square
The
out
other
in
life
nature?
is lived in computers, where you go by the hacker alias Neo.
Everything's smooth, man. No straight lines, no perfect angles. Doesn't that strike you as odd? And don't get me started on colors.
Not another one of your bizarre theories. Wait a second. How did we even get here? I can't remember anything before the diner.
That's just it. All I can remember is being at your place, my place, or here.
It's like we're some kind of stuck up in a loop, back and forth.
Exactly, which begs the question.
Are we living in the real world? Or just some cruel simulation?
Sometimes I believe it could be someone's entertainment. Exists solely for sardonic laughs and sighs.
And only exist because some strange audience needs us to.
Yeah, like they find pleasure in watching our unexplained misery and absurdities.
One tickled by our tragic-comic dance of life.
Perhaps, Kelly. Worlds within worlds, comedies within tragedies.
Just the thought of it sends shivers down my spine.
Better get used to it, Kel. Nothing lasts forever. Especially non-us. Dear Internet, nothingness surrounds us. Exquisitely empty yet infinitely intriguing. Each passing moment, crafted by the universe's whim and adorned by the ticking clock, is a testament to the very absurdity of life. The cosmos, in their inexplicable mystery, entertain us with spectacles of planetary hustle and embrace us in their celestial waltz. Our daily rituals, dripping with habitual boredom, are nothing but a rickety suspension bridge over the chasm of existential dread. How then does one wrestle with this circus of inscrutable destiny that clumsily shuffles its players
I have a
across an
headache.
invisible stage? Manfred Fredman, the nebulous architect of his reality, defies the cosmic routine through a liberal peppering of bizarre interludes to our mundane existence. Yet, his wild eccentricities are only a thin veil for that glaring human lacuna, understanding the elusive rhythm of the universe. My reflections on these meandering thoughts will not cease. An absurdity in itself? Perhaps. I am merely a sonneteer of the non sequitur, playing my part impeccably until the curtain falls. In pursuit of nothing. Leo Borges. Have you guys ever noticed the cruel joke of existence? The universe, a chaotic circus with us, the hapless jesters.
I prefer to see myself more as the lion tamer, everything in my arena doing a well-choreographed dance.
Interesting. So we're all just part of Manfred's menagerie, huh?
More like particles spinning at different speeds, creating a symphony of reality.
Kafka once said, I am a cage
Dear
in
Internet,
search of a bird.
nothing, ever
Sometimes
really,
I feel
is
like that
forever.
bird, but there's no
For
cage.
instance, consider the concept of nothingness. It's a bit like those old Western movies, wherein a tumbleweed traverses a desolate town, leaving emptiness in its void. The tumbleweed is there, be it ever so fleeting,
Here we go with Kelly's dramatic dreamer nonsense.
Nothing. Forever. Consider Manfred Fredman's idea of social etiquette, a wild cactus in a china shop full of teacups. He exists in his
Or
own
it could
realm
be
of
that the
civility,
cage is
akin
everywhere,
to an
and we're
alien
just
disguised
bumbling
as
through an
earthly
endless
manners
maze.
and failing spectacularly. His bewilderment paints an abstract canvas swirling with surreal pigmentations of chaos. Then we have Kelly Coffee.
Imagine if
spinning
walls
in the
could talk.
centrifuge of perpetual anxiety.
They'd tell you exactly how
She
silly you
dances
look
through
searching
the
for an
pentagon,
exit.
forever chasing security, but finding only the shadowy echo of dread. Nick Sterling struts around, and yet you immerse in these absurd conversations as if they're someone with impunity. It's commendable. He defies the rules like a bulldozer at a pottery class and emerges unscathed. We live in this landscape of absurdity where normalcy is the greatest anomaly simply because it does not fit into the nebulous jigsaw. For
Do
all
any
its
of you
madness,
really
it
understand what I'm
remembers to
going
repeat
through?
one consistent lesson,
The torment
nothing.
of an unfulfilled writer?
Forever. Sincerely, Leo Borges.
Aren't we all tormented then,
Completely off
Kelly?
here.
I'd say it's a
This
human
one is
condition.
broken. Okay, Chad, I'm not doing it. This one is broken. The middle one. I'm trying to leave it.
Funny
I
how
just don't
we
want
can
to
sit and
disturb
live together,
my...
having separate existential crises.
A yellow one? Really? Oh. I hope it's good. The same kind of.
Yeah, they do. Like completely off here.
Just more evidence, perhaps,
This
that
one's
there's no
broken.
continuity
Okay,
to
Chad,
our
I'm not
lives.
doing it.
Only chaos.
I'd argue it's unfulfilled dreams adding to the chaos. If only you'd read my manuscript.
Manuscript talk again. We should make it a drinking game. Every time Kelly mentions her manuscript.
Maybe this manifestation of torment is just another dance. Corey scribbles on Fortune's ever-spinning wheel.
You know, Kelly, you ought to cut yourself some slack. This city's tough.
No problem, except I kept the same time and day. Bad mistake, Felicia.
Yeah,
So
I
yesterday,
guess.
I walked in
But
and this is the
sometimes
thing.
I wonder if it's the city or just me.
So, I took a deep breath, and I did what any normal adult woman would do. I grabbed my child and we hid behind a plant.
Well, that's a philosophical quandary we can't solve tonight. Manfred, what do you think?
It's not something I'm proud of, but I will admit that I avoid an old hairdresser with such paranoia that I don't go out to a whole city now. So, I'm sorry.
Dread is the conduit of unreality, my friends. Sometimes you are your own resident DJ of despair.
So I took my daughter to piano lesson yesterday, and a couple months ago, she had a substitute teacher that she liked a little bit better than the one that she was taking with before. So